And on your topic on agent prompt, since you are the pro at agent prompt, I have a question for you. How would you organize a prompt library for your team? And also,
Mhm.
sorry, it's two face. What is your approach to prompt engineering as a maker?
I really like that. So, and it's interesting you said that because recently, I think just this past week, I was having a conversation with my team how it's going to be beneficial for us to have like library, like a prompt
Yes.
library, because we've done a lot of successful projects. But one thing I've realized is when we have a new project, we are more or less doing the work again from scratch. And in my role, I try to think of how can we do things more efficiently, right? How can we
Yes.
avoid doing the same thing we've done before? So my big plan is we have a library, so she is hosted in Dataverse on SharePoint that has lessons learned, that has the architecture, that has the prompts that we've used on successful projects. Then we build an agent that can see all of that data, and if we have a new project, we just chat with the agent and we can learn from the things we've done before. So obviously the agent is not going to just print out a whole new agent, right? But you can take a lot of good things because you've tested it. It's different
Yes.
when you're just writing a new prompt and you're not sure if you're going to get a result. You
Yes.
have successful prompts that you've written and you've been able to get good output from it. So why not just take all of that, use it as a knowledge base, and build a new agent using that data, and the agent can actually tell you, give you suggestions on how you can make things better. I feel like that's one way that, well, in the context of teams, I feel like you can actually take your prompting game to the next level. And in terms of actual prompting, there was this post I did on LinkedIn some time ago, which I think I saw on the Microsoft Learn article, GCSE. So something you should have in mind when you're writing your prompt. So what's GCSE? I said GCSE and it's stuck in my head because it's like an exam, right?
Yeah.
But I'm not talking of GCSE as an exam, but goal, context, source, and expectation. So within your prompt, it doesn't have to follow this chronologically, but
Yes.
within your prompt, it should be clear what is the goal is, what is the
Yes.
context, so meaning what are the limitations, what does the agent need to know. You can't tell the agent create a table when it doesn't have the tool to do that. So that's
Yes.
you giving context. Then the source is like, what are the sources of information? Is it in a data table? Is it an uploaded file? Then expectation is just like, how do you want the output to be? So should it be formatted as a table? Should it be in bullet points and things like that? So if you have that in mind, GCSE when you're writing your prompt, and just check your prompt to be able to see that your prompt actually go through this. And you can build an agent that checks your prompts if it follows this, right? That says, okay,
Yes.
what is the goal? What is the context? What is the source? What is the expectation? So you can use that. So talking about team efficiency, that can also be a good one. You can build a prompt validation agent where you paste your prompt and it tells you whether you followed this GCSE or how you can make it better. So I think those are some suggestions I have there.
Oh wow. That's a lot, and that's actually very good. And I like the fact where you said we can build an agent that validates it, because sometimes we might think the prompt we're generating meets all these criteria, but what if it
Right.
doesn't meet it? So just
Yes.
having an agent that does that for us, I think that's a plus.
Because I literally did a demo today where I
Yes.
wrote some prompts, but I remember taking time after I wrote the prompt, I took time to check have I
Yes.
actually followed this, but I could offload that to an agent easily.
Oh,
So I think I'll take it to another level now. ALM is one of the things that we want to talk about. So in the context of AI and automation,